Speaking about what we got going on in the world today, I don't know if y'all know, but last week we talked about. No, we didn't talk about this last week. Did we talk about World War III potentiality last week? I think we did.
Oh yeah, Palestine gone wild.
Yeah. So they blowing shit the fuck up like they've been doing. Last night, a hospital was blown up. 500 people were reported dead. Um, Turns out the hospital itself wasn't destroyed. The parking lot of the hospital, though, was hit um, significantly. And the fact that you can hit a parking lot of people when 500 motherfuckers died. 500 people were in the parking lot of a hospital seeking refuge is wild. Conflicting stories about who is responsible for the explosion. Palestinians and other sources say it was the Israelis that did it, the Israeli army. The Israeli army is saying it was the Palestinians that did it.
Palestine say we've been throwing rocks for 300 years.
Fuck, we just got to. You think this is the time we would? You don't think we would have brought that bomb out last week, nigga?
Hey, motherfucker, we've been throwing
rockets.
We've been throwing rocks for 300 years, and you think the first rocket we gonna shoot is at a parking lot? You motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Well, they shot off like 2,000 rockets about a week ago, so they got rockets. But here's the thing, though, not nan one of their they sent about 1,000 rockets, I believe, over into Israel, and they killed about a person a rocket. We're talking about you want us to believe it was one rocket and that motherfucker took out 500 people. They don't do the damage that you're saying they do. These rockets that they piece together from parts of other rockets that have exploded already.
These motherfuckers
they Frankenstein and bombs.
Nigga.
Ain't
How could you be that big a fan of Marvel?
About to say, ain't that fucking Wanda origin story?
Nigga, how could you be that big a fan of Marvel and not make some fucking Tony Stark in the side of the cave in the desert building rockets?
I don't know, but instead of just calling me out for not making a joke, you could just make the reference yourself.
All right, so shout out to the Jews for hiring the Joker. Feel like this might not pay off for them in the end, but apparently these motherfuckers are going a different route with this war.
Hey,
if I knew that little bald head nigga that helped Tony Stark in the motherfucking cave name, I would have made a joke that I didn't know he was Palestinian.
Hey. Shirkoff, I think his name is. I don't know.
Take his shirt off. Well, I didn't ask that.
Whoever Mickey Rourke played, or Mickey Rooney, I don't know. One of the Mickeys. He played in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, wasn't both of them in it?
The father was in it, but like at the beginning, like he was dying. I don't know. Anyway, so other developments have been happening since that hospital was blown up. People think that it was Israel, so they are upset. A lot of the Arab countries in the world are upset. Our president was scheduled to go to the region today. He did. He had a couple of things on his itinerary before he got on his plane, and then as he was boarding, his itinerary got a little lighter.
Scratched out the hospital visit.
Well, no, the hospital. He wasn't going to the hospital. He wasn't going to Gaza now. I mean, Gaza's kind of fucked up. He ain't really letting people in Gaza right now. But he was supposed to go see CC. Fuck his names, by the way. You got the worst motherfucker. The ruler of Israel's name is Bibi. The ruler of Egypt's name is Sisi. There's a whining jokes in there somewhere. But I ain't gonna make it. But anyway, he's supposed to meet with Sisi. They canceled that shit. He was supposed to go to Jordan to meet with them. They canceled that shit. Said, we don't want to talk to you, motherfucker. We don't want shit to do with you. They blowing up hospitals and you ain't saying shit. You talking about, well, they have every right to defend themselves against terror and oppression. in full stop. That's it. They see this. The Arab countries of the world see this and they say, no, I don't know if we're gonna be able to let this one go.
Duly noted.
So there were embassies. U.S. embassy in Lebanon was attacked, damaged. There was riots breaking out all over the fucking world. What I've been seeing on CNN for the last hour or so, flashing across the bottom of my screen without any actual context, though, was that now the people who said they were going to have a preemptive reaction are now reacting. The motherfucking Hezbollah group, battalion, whatever you want to call them, they have now entered the fray, and they have bombed several Israeli sites, is what that thing said at the bottom. So now that's the escalation. So now America is going to have to say something or another about it. But while all this is going on, Benjamin Netanyahu approval rate in his own country is looking pretty fucking dismal. I think 80% of the people. So you have that potentiality for further chaos to erupt in that region if Israel changes leaders in the midst of this shit, or even right after this shit. Who knows? You can just spark right the fuck back up. But what's concerning is the comments of Iran saying we can't let this shit slide. Saudi Arabia saying we're gonna have to rethink our negotiations with Israel right now. We're gonna have to put them on hold. We fuck with that shit like that. And on top of that, Vlad, you know, yesterday's news, but still a pretty big fucking deal. All those nukes they got up there in Russia.
Oh, Rudy.
Yeah, Putin. He went while Biden was meeting with Netanyahu and just sitting there and nodding and writing checks. Putin went on down to China to see Xi Jinping. And they had a nice little conversation, shaking hands and solidifying and reinforcing their unity. So we have all the makings of what is setting up to be a nice little world war going on between several powerful countries in the world. On one side, you'll have the likes of the Russia and the China and the North Korea. Don't forget about them. They're there too. And then you have that coalition that they're now forming. I don't know if it was the intent of a Netanyahu, but he is uniting the Arab nations now, or at least giving them something that they got to pretend to be cool with each other about. So Saudi Arabia, Iran, Jordan, all of these particular places linking up, clicking up together. Man, Joe. So when you have that on that side, and then you have Israel, America, and the UK, the West.
Yeah.
We all lose, man. I don't know what to tell you. We all lose. That's where we're going. That's what we're getting to. And it don't seem like anybody is calling for any of this shit to be resolved. When motherfuckers was calling out for peace negotiations, Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House press secretary, was calling these motherfuckers repugnant and reprehensible for calling for peace negotiations. So more innocent people don't get slaughtered. Said, now fuck that. Israel said they want to bomb motherfuckers, they're going to be able to bomb motherfuckers. And we just turn a blind eye. Israel has bombed several hospitals there already. That was one of the remaining few hospitals in the area. One. Two, they have bombed evacuation routes. that they said, okay, everybody walk this way, be safe. They bombed it. And we continue to act like, well, I mean, the other guy started it. Even though we know that's not true. This didn't just start October, 6th, 7th? It just start there.
All that other shit was preseason.
Oh,
regular season.
2006 to October 5th practice.
Yeah, the first 15 years of practice. Game on now.
Game time now, baby. We here. Like, the fuck. But yeah. So he went over there and said that shit. Heard all the abuse from it. Biden said, okay, we're gonna give Gaza $100 million. Is that okay? It didn't appease anybody. I think they still over there fucking shit up.
It didn't land.
It didn't land. It ain't land that way. And they're negotiating now. Motherfuckers is people in the world are now setting up their shit so they can go fuck up people and set the stage for this world war. You got America over here pissing off China, sending delegates to the country that shall not be named. I don't know why we want to work so hard to recognize Taiwan and act as though they should be independent and sovereign or whatever the fuck we say when we go over there, Nancy. But then turn around and look at Gaza and the West Bank and don't see these people with the same lens we see the Taiwanese people through. It's crazy.
Because anybody out here in the streets talking about they got Taiwan money.
Like, hey, look, rest of the world recognizes the sovereignty of Gaza and the West Bank. We don't. We won't recognize them as independent sovereignty, independent state. We won't do that at all. Everybody else is like, yeah, it should be, and we recognize it. We won't never fuck that shit because we us. Yeah, but we gearing up to another fucking World War III this time. Hey, look, we all know how well the trilogies work out.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's favorite X-Men was Last Stand.
Ooh, shit.
And don't get me on Spider-Man 3. Oh shit. This nigga started dancing.
Oh man, he had to put the black suit on. He was popping his fingers and shit. Hey, look, Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for life, fam.
For life.
For life?
I mean, they said it in the first two. They lived it in the third one.
I mean, it's a whole different bitch that you married to now. We understand that. This motherfucker got a son now. And hey, look, it's what it is. The third movie and the shits aren't good. This third war isn't going to be pretty. It's just not.
Hey,
it's just not. It's just not. And we thought that the orange guy was going to be the one that brought about this. We are at the edge, and it's not tamping down, and no one is calling for it to tamp down with any real power. You got Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush and a couple other members in the House calling for a peace treaty. Actually, shit, Rashida Tlaib, she let the clip off on the motherfucker. I ain't even gonna hold you. She came at that nigga neck.
What you motherfuckers are seeing in real time is the pendulum.
What you mean?
I said, motherfucker, what you saying in real time right now is the pendulum. Motherfuckers are sick of the current Israeli occupancy from Kanye West and Kyrie Irving to the Saudis. It's just motherfuckers is tired of what they've been getting away with for the last 60 to 70 years. Like, some people are starting to push back in every regard. And it may not seem connected, but it is. Like, that motherfucking, if that Jamie Foxx shit don't scream that them motherfuckers have gotten too entitled. Like, just all across the board. They made that man apologize for alluding to the Bible. Boy, that nigga didn't say nothing about no particular person, place, or thing. That nigga say they killed Jesus. The Romans killed Jesus. That motherfucker made them niggas made that nigga apologize just for safe measure. And now people are pushing back.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I think you might be right. Here's what Rashida said. She made a couple tweets, referencing the POTUS. So she said, I just fucking had it. Bombing a hospital is among the gravest of war crimes. The IDF reportedly blowing up one of the few places the injured and wounded can seek medical treatment and shelter during a war is horrific. POTUS needs to push for an immediate ceasefire to end this slaughter. She said also to the motherfucker, we will not. I'll be bad at getting the shit. President Biden, not all Americans are with you on this one, and you need to understand that. We are literally watching people commit genocide and killing the vast majority just like this, and we still stand by and say nothing. We will remember this. She had another one. To my president, to our president, I want him to know, as a Palestinian American and somebody in Muslim faith, I'm not going to forget this. And I think a lot of people are not going to forget this. For those who don't know, Rashida Tlaib is a Democrat, and Joe Biden is a Democrat, and typically people in the Democratic Party don't call out the president of the United States. And while it may not seem as though she was calling this motherfucker an asshole and a bitch ass nigga, that's exactly what she was doing. That's exactly what she was doing. And she told him, I'm gonna remember this.